This is... And there's another one. Again, you should not be able to stream while you're being electrocuted. Hello everyone, this is Fallen Dice, and welcome back to my Rebirth playthrough of 7 Days to Die, the Purge. Overnight, I was able to complete the walls, getting them up to concrete, and I am now just finishing up planting the produce up on here. I had to make some more, so I'm thinking I never went back and picked up the stuff from the other one, but I couldn't really be bothered to, so we're just going to have 2 farms, so I'll leave the other one up there. Unless I put it somewhere and I just wasn't paying attention. So I made 1 row of 16 for everything except what I need for my dyes, which is chrysanthemum, blueberries, and the... what the heck? Why am I drawing a blank? The goldenrod. So those ones are the only ones that I'm doing two rows of, and that's just if we have to make anything else. I just want to make sure that I can instantly come harvest, and I don't have to worry about it. It's done. It's over. It's good. Okay, so that means today's a painting day, and then that means the last one will be furnishings and lights. We can kind of do those close together. I don't want this to take all day though, so and now it's 5:23. I still want to get out. I want to do a lot more looting today than I was able to get in yesterday. So we have to be a lot more careful of our time today. But luckily, we're just, coloring blocks, so to say. Okay, that's everything there. Let's go back over to here. I need my paintbrushes, and I need the paint. So I may have to make more paint, and if I do, that'll end up having to stretch into tomorrow. First off, let's go back to paint surface. I think that's going to solve some of the problems I've been having. Okay, again, my normal, which I'm sticking with, is going to be that across the top, and yes, it does. So normally when I struggle to get all the sides and everything, I no longer have to worry about that because this is just going to follow it around. Except for like this maybe small spot here, but I can barely tell it's there, so. There we go. Okay. And then I just need to do that same as up here. Okay, I was going to say, are you going to make me do that on everyone individually? No, we did not. Okay, good. So we'll get this part done. And then we'll head out to the furnished areas. Did that just go all the way around? That did. Fantastic. Okay. I think the back wall I would like to have kind of a wood grain. Wooden roofing, oak wood. Let's try that. Man, this is so much easier. I just wish I'd known about this so many, I'm going to say years earlier. I don't know how. And, it is possible. Maybe this is just something that Rebirth added from the creative. I don't know. But it is fantastic. So much easier. Okay. Roof will be, since I had to do light on all the other ones, let's go ahead and do that one like a darker. And then for the floor, we did kind of an oak, so let's do the wood floor oak. There we go. And just look how much that little bit changes a room. That is one of the reasons I am such a fan of the painting mechanic in 7 Days. Okay, this just goes straight out to here, which I believe I already have painted, except for, I was wondering about that. Okay, I did not get the insides of these, which I wanted to. Okay, there we go. So I need to do 2 things. First off, we've got to hit this. Hopefully that does most of everything. These all got to be the same too. Okay, you're going to make me do individually, which is fine. I had so many things that I didn't have to do individually. I'm okay with a small amount like this. Okay, we have the brick wall. I don't want to go with that concrete look. Let's see. How does that look? It looks industrial. Okay, yeah, I'm good with that. Perfect. In this space here, let's just do this really fast again. This one isn't going to have as much... Come on, guys. I still want to do it in here. I'm thinking that in this area, we are going to go back to our solid that we had out there. Okay, is that everything in here except for the floor? Let's go with that corrugated look again. I like that. Well, that was on this page, wasn't it? Yeah, there we go. Cool. There's our fighting space. All right. Again, this is more of an industrial look, so I'm going to keep that corrugated look here. I like it. Walls, which do I want the walls to be? Moving along. I'm moving along rather quickly. No, I don't want that. Concrete trim. See, I use that in the floor in some places. I forgot where that one was. Okay. If I did that over here, how does that look? That's not bad. Let's do more of the walls. Okay. It looks like an, you know, right. All right. Now here's where it gets interesting. Okay, we already got the wall painted because all the walls have to match that issue there. So, what do we want to do with our first room? Again, this one's going to be kind of like... Actually, you know what? All right. So, I have to take it off of here, and I got to put you back on this. Because if we're going to do this all the way across the hallway again, which I do like, I would like to roll that into this room. So, this is going to kind of be like similar as what the hallway is. We'll see how this looks. And again, leaving that color on the windows. Because I think it was too hard for me to get the angles because of the fact that the block sticks out a ways. And it just, I was not okay with that look in any shape, form, or fashion. So it needed to be changed. Now I'm thinking of leaving these hallways at the full 4-block height, unlike I did it in previous builds. And because of one simple reason, I would like to be able to put those portraits, the generic portraits that the game gives, I would like to actually put them along the walls. And as we discovered in the previous area that we built, that did not work. Okay. Unfortunately, it was either too low or too high. I got to put you back on surface. So you can get the whole thing. Again, these are the hallways. And then this room here was kind of like the entryway-ish, which is why I'm giving this the treatment as well. But on these ones, it's going to stop at the edge. Let's go with carpet. I would like a good carpet for this area. Okay, this happens to be one of the best carpets. So, if I did this... Yeah, that's what I was hoping it would do. Perfect. Stopped at each one of the entrances. God, this looks good. Just can't wait to get furniture in here. This is our dining room, which I believe we're going to have the door open up to this point. Okay, so the floor in here, we're going to have the good old kitchen standbys. So it's going to be these checkerboards. I think we'll go with this one. Oh, we're not on that. There we go. I like that. And then in here, because this is our glorious dining room, I'm going to go back to this floor polished, which will take care of this one. Just actually doing floors right now. So bathrooms. All of our bathrooms are going to be the same one, and it's going to be this one, I think. Yes, I like that. So that goes there. Goes there. And goes there. You still... Oh, because of these. Okay. No, I didn't want to do that either. Gosh darn it. Okay. That's a problem we have with the plates. It didn't see that as a separation here. So that is what it is. Okay, back to carpets now for here. actually, there's another carpet-looking one that I always seem to... Oh, get rid of the C. This one. I like this one. Back to here. See, that's a nice one. Okay, so the bedroom. This is the den. Let's go with this one. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, it's all coming together. Is that all the floors? I think it is. Okay, kitchen walls. That's easy. It is either this one. No, that's the bathroom. So this is the kitchen one. It's ugly AF, but I don't know. Maybe it's my age. Maybe it's just remembering, because as a kid growing up, all the things that I lived in were either made in the 60s or 70s. And so this was a kind of wallpaper I grew up knowing or associating with, say, kitchens. All right. And this one... Okay. Crown oak. So if I just put you on here, what is the difference? Okay, you're... Yep, I always forget. You're not anywhere near what I like. So I'm looking for something with baseboard. All right, let's see all the choices we have. We got the cream baseboard. So it looks like that's what we're going to go here. Nope, I need to keep it on here if I'm going to only do the bottom layer. Otherwise, it's going to go all over the place and I'm wasting more paint. Okay, so we go with the cream. So that means drywall cream. Now, how close are you to the ceiling? Okay, this is a straight ceiling. So you know what? Hold on. It looks really close to the ceiling, which I don't like, which is why, because I have full blocks in here and I have a straight wall, I can change this up. I can make this room like that because there's no... Really? Okay. Are you on brush? I can't believe that. That's frustrating. All right. I don't even know how to... Okay. Actually, let's do this. That's no longer connected. That is. So I need you to be this cream color, which I think is the same as that. So if I switch you to here, okay, then go back to the single brush, and then copy you. There we go. I didn't think about that. It didn't count the glass, even though the bulletproof glass is a block in between. So these ones are all these other ones are corners and have to stay the same. Holy cow. Why did you do that? Probably because I didn't do this. Okay, well, I'm going to need to add some other blocks in to not have this. Okay, you're supposed to be that all in these walls. Do I have you? No, okay. Okay, I only want you in here. Okay, so now are you what I want? Yes. Solid door here, solid door here, solid door here. Okay, I haven't done the bathrooms yet, so in that case, we're going to go to our other wallpaper. And we'll see if this copied into anything else as well. Okay, that goes to here, and that goes to here. Okay. Bathroom floor, ceiling, walls done. We did not get onto anything else. Good, good, good. This is good. All right, bedroom. What are we making our bedroom? Again, there's some other... There's that. I thought there was at least another one. There it is. Adobe trim. Okay, this needs to... Yep, it's on brush. And then, so if that was Adobe trim, then you're Adobe white. Okay, that I should be able to do with this. And it is different than the ceiling, so that's all that matters. I just cared about that. Okay. Go to that. Being very careful not to accidentally redo everything else. Actually, I think I should be able to hear because that's just this side. Okay, last room. So our game room. Let's try this Adobe Peach. How does that look with this floor and ceiling? I like it, and it's different. It wasn't used yet for anywhere else. Okay, painting is done. It is 12:37. Painting is done. We still need doors, furniture, and lights. Other than that, yeah, this actually looks, instead of the wide open floor that we started out today, we have a really good looking interior. Everything looks better. Everything. I mean, everything looks better. Yeah, I do need to find a little bit better furniture if I can, and also some lighting, and then workout equipment. So other than that, I'm not taking anything else. I got a lot of stuff on our last run, so I'm not going to be just running around grabbing everything. We're being very picky about what we take. And then we should be able to get a decent amount. I want to get at least past... Let's see if we can't get to 55%. That would be cool. So I got this whole murderer's row of 1s and 0. God, it looks similar to the one we just got robbed on. Okay. Oh, okay, I know this one. I don't need... Yeah, you guys are going to try it. Yeah, I'll fall down. Okay, let's come over here so I can go down, kill everything down here. Or have them come down to here. Break the door. Okay, yep, you dropped in. Feels like someone else dropped in. There you are. You guys are over here. One area, one zombie left. Okay, yeah. Cool, cool. Next one is there. Let's see if we can wake up anyone here. Oh, there we go, copper. So one area, 2-ish zombies. So there should be one more that needs to wake up. There we go. Okay, grabbing the pool table before you guys can damage it. Grabbing the movie posters. Grabbing the cold beer. So those are things we 100% do want. Okay, you must have rebirth. Grab you guys as well. I forget, I do need lights. I need quite a few lights because I have to basically be able to light up the entirety of my base. Okay, come on, guys. I think at this point, I just need exercise equipment and lights. Always going for brass. Okay, here's the treasure, or the loot. Have two areas still. Alrighty. Oh, bookshelves. Okay, taking those, because again, I like the fact that it's a storage block, but it's also decorative. Oh, you wanted to come back again. I hate when I don't know how to get to the final place that's, you know, the complete one. And I'm literally running all over. There we go. And I'm literally running all over trying to figure out how to finish it. Here it was. I guess I never came in here. I think they all ran out because I don't remember this space. I think we go in here through... Yep. More brass. I am going to need a lot of 9mm ammo shortly. Because I think I'm almost... I think most of my guns are actually starting to run out from all the fighting they've had to do. It's a little crazy. And when you think about all those automatics firing off, and you hear them, and it's like, you know, 6 of them shooting off at the same time. It's like, yep, that is expensive. Okay, 2 areas, 2+. Somebody just dropped. Come on in here, guys. Although you guys are okay. You're not dying yet. Okay, I remember this place. But we've already been here. So wait, hold on. So I still got to figure out how to get up. Oh, or you guys just come in and help me. But I still think I got to get up for the loot. And you must be in here then? I did come in here. Oh, yeah. I hate when I walk into a room, but I don't fully walk into the room. So because of that, I did not see that ladder up. Okay, there we go. Cool. All 5s. Again, this game is rigged to not give me any really cool tier 6 items. Okay, so we're done here. Okay, let's go this way. We're gonna fill up these. I'm gonna leave that one for later because that's technically a little bit further down. Oh, got a passing gas. We'll open that up. Again, not lucky enough to find a tier 6 auger, just a tier 5. Oh, good grief. Dude, there are just way... It's like they use the exact same code that Fun Pimps use for the the plague spitters now. Oh, they're such a nuisance. Okay, this is a 0, so it's not like a treasure room, and there's not going to be a lot of zombies. One more. Yep, we're done. I'm going to grab the old-fashioned TV. I don't know if I have a place for it, but, you know, still cool. One area, one zombie. That's... Okay, I will take that. So this one must be this little camper van. 2 areas, 3+ zombies. Okay, so... Oh, there we go. So maybe the outside was considered an area, and inside the camper van was an area. Or do some people call those caravans or something? I think they have a different name depending on where you're from. What is going on here? Where are they? I hear them. It's like they're underground. They are underground. What the heck? Okay. All right. Wow, what an interesting... 1 area left, 9 zombies. Where did you come from? I want to see what it looks like under there. I want to see where they're all coming from. I hear them. They are making a lot of noise. Wait, are they just... Alright, alright, out comes the auger. What the heck? Are they all crawling? This is such a weird POI. What the heck? Okay, so is there more over here? I don't hear them anymore. Wait, that's wood? Oh, there's like a ladder here. What the heck? There we go. We got more hiding down here. What a weird POI. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that was a very weird POI. So, yeah. So, if you guys, like, you know, what if you could live anywhere you wanted, within reason, because obviously, you know, certain countries are going to be more affordable and easier to live off, you know, your income in than others, but, you know, say, you know, well, those kind of places, you know, where would you go? What would be your dream location, you know, if you could go anywhere and live anywhere? Again, I lived in San Diego for so many years, and it has these beautiful beaches that you can't go swimming in because the water is frigid. Even in the summer, it's frigid, so you can't go swimming in the water. It's just there to look pretty, I guess. So I would love to live in a place that had beaches, and was livable, you know. Okay, somewhere, I don't know. Let's go in the door here. Getting a lot of these weird houses. So that was just a partial way of getting through there. You're locked. Okay, I don't know. I'm just wanting to get through the POI. We're at 53.9, so I think we're 2 away from being at 55 and having our tier 4s show up, which that would be cool. All right, anybody else down here? No. All right, then we just need to go. Oh, actually, this is the loot area. All right, let's pop these real fast. Okay, I don't know if you are from upstairs or if you rebirthed. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Okay. Oh my god, another bear! Okay, how many bolts do I have left? 408? I just made a bunch too. Man, I'm going through those fast. Alright, I keep forgetting to look for lights. Cool lights, you know? Well, we'll see. If I get to the end and I'm short lights, I can get lights out of any POI. There's nothing special about those. The only thing that I really, you know, want to get that I need that's special is some of the furniture. Good grief. the heck? Oh, we got a wandering horde. Okay, I was gonna say, like, where are these guys all coming from? That makes sense. We got a wandering horde right as I'm inside a POI. That's where they like to do it. Alright, that's still okay. We're fine, we're fine. Come on. Man, they are getting... If it weren't for the electrocutions, this would be a whole lot harder. But getting them to just stand still, amazing. Okay. Cool thing is, the problem I had with the bolts before were when I had them down in my bar. Whenever I'd get the bolts back from killing something, jeez, look at all the ones I missed. They wouldn't stack in there. They would actually just go in my main inventory. Okay, is that it? Are we done? I think we are. I see somebody down there. What the heck? I don't know if that's feed. Is that this guy in the closet? It is. Okay. Okay. Do we have any lights? Yeah, let's grab lights. Okay, we are now able to see tier 4 POIs in the forest. Okay, we have 2 here. And then we got a tier 2. Okay, was this one we were just at? Oh my goodness, I am so friggin' slow. Why am I suddenly... Where did my skills go? What the heck happened? I don't get it. I don't remember being that chonky, like where I could actually be 13 blocks overweight. I'm gonna have to look into that. It's like I bought all the things I can buy, and I got all the levels I can do. All right, there you guys go. Yep. Okay, that one's done, and then my guess is this is the other tier 0 right here. And I don't need these body bags anymore either. You're okay. Alright, and that completes that one, and that puts us at 2123. I wish you guys could take more. Okay. Alright. What does that leave me? I don't have time enough for a big one. Okay, yeah, we have that. We can do that tier 0. It looks like it's right in the middle of the street. On our way back to... Or is it under the street? On our way back to the helicopter, which is over that way. Okay. Alright, they're saying there's one right here, which my guess means it's underneath here. I just got to go down here. Okay, maybe not. You're right there. What the heck? That was a... That was so weird. Okay, we're at 56.6, so we only need 18.4 left. Jeez. That's basically 9% per day. We definitely could get that done in 2 more days. That's how when you're doing these small ones, and that's kind of what we got. Like there's all the way down here, there's all these small ones and up in there. So the only reason we're doing bigger ones is because they happen to be in the area we're doing, and we're, you know, that's what we said. We're gonna go all the way through. So looks like I got a tier 4 down here down the road. So okay, what are we gonna do between episodes? I think I'm gonna sort out my furniture. For a sec I was like, oh, it is. Oh, finally one of the fast zoom cars. I'm actually gonna mark that. I like these fast ones. They're cool. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to sort out all of my furniture into types. Like I did with my previous episodes. Call it Lancer. So like I did with my previous episodes. So when I go to do my things and I'm doing a room, it's easy for me to figure out which things I need, and I'm not digging through just one giant chest full of furniture. So I'll have to get those made and set up somewhere. I know I have a bunch of those wall safes still left over. I need to get some signs if I want to make this work too. So I'll probably, because it is on that first floor, so I will go down to the first floor where I've got all my trader goods right now, and I'll put them across the top of the wall along with signs of what they are. So that way we don't have to keep going upstairs every time we want to grab anything. But yeah, tomorrow will be a decorative episode. Maybe we'll do half and half. So I don't want to go the entire episode because we're going to find out some things we don't have. So I think I got one exercise bike, which technically, if I'm not going to do a full exercise room, might be all I really need anyway. I'm more curious to see if I need any lights. Again, I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to sit pretty good. I can make some lights if I have to. I've got paintings, but I can also make paintings if I have to. The biggest thing was like the furniture, and I'm pretty sure I'm set on furniture. So this could go really quickly, or, you know, it may take a while. Jump out so it actually lands. But yeah, I think that'll be quickly. Like, we're at the very tail end of this series. We are so close to completing it. And I that's exciting because, you know, when you think about how many episodes, how many hours, I'm on day 141 in this series. Just guys. Okay, there's something else done. Yeah, so 141 in this series, and we've done a lot. We've done a ton, and I'm just excited about the progress, and I'm excited about just how things look. And I've kind of got planned, after I beat this, I'm going to do one more episode, and that episode is going to be a world tour. And we're just going to go base to base to base, going and talking about kind of where we were at each of those times. And I don't know, I think it'll be a fun kind of way to tie a bow on this episode. And then, depending on what's available, and I don't think there's going to be one of the big three. Guys, I'm trying to talk. Oh, and screamers, of course. Alright, I'm going to wait this out. I will be back when they get quiet. Alright. I have had enough of this. This is ridiculous. So, for whatever reason, I think they're still screaming. And they shouldn't be. And again, this is the fun pimps at their best. There's absolutely no reason for the screamers to be screaming. Okay? They should not be able to see me whatsoever. Yet, for whatever reason, they are. So I'm getting these monster hordes. Again, wasting a ton of ammunition. There's another one. You should not be able to scream while you're being shot. See, that's one of the things that's, again, very frustrating. Now they're all down there getting shot at, which is cool. But of course, I've got more summoned zombies coming at me. And you can see how much is bogging down my computer, and I've got a 4090. My computer should not be being bogged down like this. This is... And there's another one. Again, you should not be able to scream while you're being electrocuted. Okay, alright, so... 3... 1, 2, 3. I need my sniper rifle. I gotta figure this out. Okay. I still can't move. What happened to my... Why is it all zeros? Has it been like this since I switched over to the pistols so I could make the SMGs and came back? Because it seemed off, like I was... These are wrong. I was at 10 on everything. And nothing's going up. So something got bugged out here. I'm going to have to look into this. Anyways. Wow. I didn't even end the episode yet. Okay. So anyways, what I was going to say was I don't think any of the big three are going to be out yet. And that being Rebirth, Darkness Falls, Undead Legacy. The other ones, there's just something more to these ones. So I'm thinking I have an idea for my next series, and it's going to be a shorter one because hopefully the newer things come out. But it's going to be based on vanilla. So, anyways, once we're done with that, that's when we'll be able to start there. So, all right. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please go ahead and leave me a like. If you have not already subscribed, I'd appreciate that very much if you would consider that as well. But with that being said, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.